As a football destination, Northern Ireland won't give you the highest level of the sport, but it'll definitely show you that conceptions such as loyalty for your club and passion for the game is very much alive.
I would advise people not to have high expectations of the skill level that they're going to find sort of in Irish League football, but to have high expectations of the level of excitement and the level of fun that you can get from watching football here. And at the end of the day, if football isn't fun, what's the point?
When you watch a football match in Northern Ireland, you're reminded about what the game used to be like and what it should be like. Honest and straightforward. This is no-nonsense football. It really is something special to see the fans show up on a rainy weeknight and shout their hearts out.
When you enjoy a football match here, sometimes you just enjoy a good, decent battle, a good, honest battle. And I've seen 0-0 draws at the Brandywell against obscure teams like Longford Town. Who outside Longford has ever heard of Longford Town? And yet you could have a terrific couple of hours at the Brandywell watching a good dogged fight.
The majority of the clubs are from Belfast, and despite the religious tension, it is safe to go to the matches as long as you take some precautions.
I think generally speaking it's safe to go to football in Belfast. Mind you, if I was going to Windsor Park to watch Linfield play football, I wouldn't produce an Irish tricolour or shout "Long live Bobby Sands" in the middle of a Linfield match because you're likely not to get out in one piece. On the other hand, you know, 99% of the time, 99% of people will be safe at a football. There's a great deal of paranoia about going to football matches. Oh gosh, you couldn't go there, you know, you'd be killed. And then when you do go, people might shout at you a few times, but it's in a friendly manner. And football can triumph over politics at times, as well as express politics. I think people should go. You'd be safe.
When you think about Northern Ireland, one of the first things that comes to your mind will probably be the bloody conflict between the Catholics and the Protestants that took place from the late 60s until the mid-90s. Especially the city of Derry was a flashpoint of the Troubles, as the period is known as. On January the 30th, 1972, 13 unarmed civilians were shot dead by British soldiers during a civil march in the city's Bogside area. This event came to be known as Bloody Sunday. A visit to the capital, Belfast, is recommendable if you want to experience how the relationship was, and to a certain extent still is, between the Catholics and the Protestants. On Falls Road, you can see mural paintings made by the Catholics. While on Shankill Road, you get the Protestant point of view. The two streets lie right next to each other, but high fences and walls separate the two areas. So, if you go, remember never to cross directly from one of the streets to the other. The locals will see that as a huge provocation, and it'll almost certainly get you in serious trouble. But Northern Ireland has much more to offer than evidence of a violent past. Who would have thought that this place has beautiful beaches and picturesque seaside towns? Nevertheless, it's the case. Along the Atlantic coastline, you'll find some enchanting villages and nice sandy beaches. But the biggest attraction is without a doubt the impressive Giant's Causeway. Located on the northeast coast, it's a natural wonder that'll take your breath away. Giant's Causeway is a result of an ancient volcanic eruption, and it consists of around 40,000 basalt columns. Most of the columns are hexagonal, although you'll also find some with 4, 5, 7 and 8 sides. It's not to be missed if you plan a trip to these shores.